Om Shanti. Today is Murli, 28 June 2020. अव्यक्त बाप दादा रिवाइज डेट है 18/2/1986. Title is Become Constant Servers and Constant Yogis. Today, the Father, the ocean of knowledge, is seeing his Gangas of knowledge. He is seeing how and where the Gangas of knowledge, who have emerged from the ocean of knowledge, have been purifying others and are now celebrating a meeting of the Gangas with the ocean. This is the meeting of the Gangas and the ocean. All the Gangas have arrived from everywhere. Bap Dada is also pleased to see the Gangas of knowledge. Each of you Gangas has the determined faith and intoxication that the impure world and impure souls have to be made pure. With this faith and intoxication, each one of you is continuing to move forward on the field of service. You have enthusiasm in your mind to complete the task of transformation as quickly as possible. All the Gangas of knowledge are world benefactors, bestower of blessings, great donors, and merciful souls. Like the Father, the ocean of knowledge. This is why hearing the sound of sorrows and peacelessness of souls, your enthusiasm to serve those souls at a fast speed to transform their sorrow and peacelessness increases. Hearing the calls from the hearts of the unhappy souls, you feel mercy, do you not? Baba asked the question that we have not hearing the voice of unhappy and peaceless soul. Baba says you have the loving feeling that they should all become happy. You have become instruments to give the world's rays of happiness, rays of peace, and rays of power. Today, Babdada is seeing to what extent the service of Gangas of knowledge has become instruments from the beginning until now to bring about transformation. Everyone, you have to serve many souls in a short time. In 50 years, a very good foundation of service has been laid in this land and abroad. Service places have been established in all directions. You have adopted many different forms to spread the knowledge. That is also very good. The gathering of children who had been scattered across the land and abroad has been formed, and that will continue. What else are you going to do? You now know the method. You have already collected many facilities and are continuing to collect many types of facilities. Each of you is also paying attention to your own stage and to self progress, and also drawing the attention of others to that. What more remains? In the beginning, all the original jewels surrendered their bodies, minds, wealth, time, relationships, day and night to the Father with zeal and enthusiasm. As a result of the zeal and enthusiasm of their surrendering, you saw the practical form of a powerful stage in service. At both times, you saw these specialties. At the beginning of establishment and at the beginning of service. In the beginning, when Brahma Baba walked and moved around, did you see him in an ordinary form or in the form of Krishna? You experienced. Did you not? Babas asked, you experienced or not? That whilst seeing him in an ordinary form, you didn't see him as ordinary. Did you think that he was Dada? Whilst he was walking and moving around, you experienced him as Krishna. You experienced that, did you not? In the beginning, you saw and experienced this speciality in Father Brahma. Wherever any of you went at the beginning of service, everyone experienced you are goddesses. You hear everyone say that the goddesses have come. It used to emerge from everyone's lips. These are unique beings. You experienced this, did you not? Their feelings of you being goddesses attracted them on and, and become instrumental for the growth of service. So, in the beginning, there was the speciality of being unique. This is the speciality. In the beginning of service too, there was the speciality of being unique and divine. Now, at the end, they will experience that same splendor and sparkle in a visible way. Only then will the drums of revelation beat. Now, in the time that remains, they will experience you to be constant yogis, constant servers, constant embodiments of those who grant visions, and constantly being exactly like the Father, Father of Yajna. You will attain success with this method. You celebrated the Golden Jubilee. That is, you reached the practical form of the golden world. Just as in the sense of celebrating the Golden Jubilee, people experienced the form of goddesses in a practical way. Those who were sitting there as goddesses and those who were observing them. So now, whilst walking and moving around, continue to give souls this experience in service. This is celebrating the Golden Jubilee. Did all of you celebrate and see the Golden Jubilee? What would you say? It is also the Golden Jubilee of all of you, is it not? Or is it the Silver Jubilee for some and the Copper Jubilee for the others? It is the Golden Jubilee for everyone. To celebrate the Golden Jubilee means to be one with a constantly golden stage. Now, whilst walking and moving around, experience being an angel and then a deity. Through this powerful awareness of yours, others will also only see your angelic and deity forms. You celebrated the Golden Jubilee. That is, you surrendered your time, your thoughts for service. Now, celebrate this surrender ceremony. You did not use your time or thoughts in your own trivial matters, such as for your body, mind, facilities, and in fulfilling relationships. To use them for service means automatically to receive the gift of self-progresses. Now, transform the time that you have been using for yourself. Devotees try to chant the name of God in every breath. Similarly, have deep love for service in every breath. Become, become totally absorbed in service. Be bestower of fortune and bestower of blessings. Become constant great donors, not servers for just 4 or 6 hours. You are now on the stage of becoming world benefactors. Surrender every moment for world benefit. Benefit of the self is automatically merged in world benefit. When you remain busy in service at every second with your thoughts, when you don't have time for anything else, Maya too will not have time to come to you. Problems will be transformed into solutions. They will not have the courage to come in front of you. Elevated souls who are embodiment of solutions. In the beginning of service, you saw how, because you were in your divine and powerful forms, those who come to you with impure vision were transformed and become students who wanted to become pure. Just as the impure ones who come in front of you were transformed, so too. Problems that come in front of you have to be transformed into forms of solutions. Do not take time now to transform your sanskars. Baba says this time is not for us, this time for the world. With your elevated feelings for world benefit, let your sanskar of elevated wishes emerge. Do not waste your time transforming your sanskars. In front of your elevated sanskars, limited sanskars will automatically end. Do not waste your time battling. Let the sanskar of being victorious emerge. Enemies will automatically be burned in front of your victorious sanskars. This is why you are told to surrender your bodies, minds, and wealth through constantly serving. Whether you serve through your thoughts, words, or deed, do not get catch up in any situation other than service. Make a donation, give a blessing, and any ellipse on the self will automatically vanish. Start an imperishable langar because there is very little time and you have to serve souls, the atmosphere, the elements, and evil spirits. You have to show the destination to those wandering souls too. This is also our service in the last time. You will send them to the land of liberation, will you not? You will give them a home, will you not? So, how much service do you now have to do? How many souls are there? You have to give every soul liberation and liberation in life. Use everything for service and you will be able to eat a lot of nourishment fruit. Do not eat the fruit of laboring. The fruit of service is such that it liberates you from laboring. Bapdada saw in the result that the majority give a lot of time to themselves in their efforts to transform their sanskars. whether they have been here for 50 years or just a month. From the beginning until now, the sanskar that has to be transformed from its original form is the someone. That original sanskar comes as a problem in many different types. For instance, someone has the sanskar of arrogance of the intellect, someone has the sanskar of dislike, someone has the sanskar of getting disheartened. It is the same sanskar, but it has continued to emerge at a different time from the beginning until now. Whether it has taken you 50 years or just a year, it is the main sanskar that comes from time to time as a problem in many different forms. So that you have spent a lot of time and energy on it. Now, let the powerful sanskar of a bestower of fortune, and a bestower of blessings emerge. What is the solution? Babas say that emerge your powerful sanskar of bestower of fortune and bestower of blessings with the fruit of service. From the power of that fruit, they will automatically die. For example, you have experienced that when you remain busy in service with a good stage, through the happiness of service, those problems are automatically suppressed for the time. That time when we are serving of Bab Dada, that negative feelings suppressed because you don't even have time to think about problems. If you remain busy in service at every second and in every thought, the longer of the problems will end and you will be able to step away. When you become an instrument to give support and show others the path and give them the Father's treasures, then weaknesses will automatically be kept aside. Do you understand? What you now have to do, you must now think of the unlimited end of the unlimited task. Whether you donate through your vision, your attitude, your work, your company, or your vibration, you definitely have to donate. In any case, in devotion, they have the discipline that if they lack something, they are told to donate that particular thing. By donate it, that gives become a form of receiving. Do you understand what the golden jubilee is? Do not think that you have just celebrated it. You have celebrated 50 years of service. So now take a new direction. Whether you are young or old, someone of 50 years or just a day, all of you have to become embodiments of solution. Do you understand what you have to do? In any case, life is transformed after 50 years. The Golden Jubilee means the Jubilee of transformations, the Jubilee to become complete. Acha? To the world benefactors who remain constantly powerful, to those who remain constantly stable in the stage of a benefactor, bestower of blessings, and a great donor, to those who always easily end all your own problems by becoming an embodiment of solutions for others, to those who surrender every moment and every thought for service, to such real golden special souls, to the elevated souls who are equally to the Father. Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada's also children's remembrance and namaste and love. Bap Dada meeting the original jewels of the Golden Jubilee. Do you have the special happiness that from the beginning you souls have both the special part of staying with the Father and of being His companion? You stay with Him, and whilst you are alive, you have to live as His companion, being equal to Him. So you have received the special blessings of staying with Him and of being His companion from the beginning until the end. You took birth through love. You didn't have knowledge previously. You were born through love. You are the special instruments to give others the love through which you were born. Let whoever comes in front of you have a special experience of the Father's love through all of you. Let them see the Father's image in you and see the Father's divine activities through your activities. If everyone asks you what the Father's divine activities were, let your activities show those divine activities, because you yourselves are souls who have seen the Father's divine activities and have followed Him in those divine activities. Whatever divine activities have taken place, they are not the divine activities of the Father alone. They are the divine activities of Gopi Vallabh and the Gopikas. The Father performed every act with the children, not by himself. He always kept the children in front of him. So, to keep you in front was his divine activity. Let such divine activities be souls. The Father never had the thought, I should remain in front.
He was always a renunciate the in this too, and he always kept those others in front. Therefore, he himself received the first fruit as the fruit of the renunciation. Father Brahma became number one in every aspect. Why did he become that? He became the through the feeling of renunciation and by keeping others in front of himself. And so he thereby come to the front himself. To renounce relationships of physical comfort is not a great thing. However, in every task and even in his thoughts, he had the feeling of keeping others in front of him. This renunciation was elevated renunciations. This is known as finishing the awareness of the self, finishing of consciousness of I. So, those who have received direct sustenance have special powers. The power of direct sustenance is no small thing. Now, continue to reveal that sustenance in sustaining others. In any case, you are special. You are special in many things. To play a part with the Father from the beginning is no small specialty. There are many specialties, but
You special souls now also have to make a special donation. Everyone gives the donation of knowledge, but you have to donate your specialties. The Father's specialties are your specialties. So, donate those specialties. Those who are great donors of specialties remain constantly great, whether in being worthy of worship or in being a worshipper. They remain great throughout the whole cycle. You saw how Father Brahma, even at the end, in terms of the Iron Age, still remained great. Did you not? Did you not see? Babas asked to us. So, from the beginning until the end, such a great donor remains great. Acha. Everyone was happy to see all of you, and so you distributed happiness. Did you not? You celebrated very well. You pleased everyone, and you also remained happy. Bab Dada is pleased to see the special souls performing a special task. The rosary of love is ready, is it not? The rosary of effort and the rosary of becoming complete is revealed from time to time, to the extent that someone is experienced as a perfect angel. It can be understood that that bead is to be threaded in the rosary. So they are being revealed from time to time. However, the rosary of love is strong, is it not? The pearls of the rosary of love are always immortal and imperishable. All of you are those who will claim pass marks in the subject of love. However, the rosary of those who are embodiments of solutions now has to become ready. To be complete means to be an embodiment of solutions. You saw how anyone who went to Father Brahma with a problem would forget the problem. What did they go to Brahma Baba with, and what did they go away with? You experienced that, did you not? They would not have the courage to speak of their problems because in front of perfect stage they would experience their problems to be childish game. This is why the problems would vanished. This is called being an embodiment of solutions. If each one of you becomes an embodiment of solution, where will be problems go? The farewell ceremony would then be celebrated for half the cycle. Now, the solution to the problems of the world is in the transformation that has to be taken place. So, did you celebrate the Golden Jubilee? You celebrated the Jubilee to mold yourself. Those who mold themselves can adopt any form they want. To mold yourself means to be loved by everyone. Nevertheless, everyone's vision stay on those who are instruments. Acha, today's blessing is Babas gives us blessings. May you be a special actor. May you be a special actor who, with your greatness and closeness to Bab Dada, create an elevated reward for the cycle in this life of dying alive. This is the life of dying alive. So Baba says that in this life of dying alive, the basis of greatness are two things. First, to be constantly uplifting others. Second is to remain pure from birth. The children who have been constant in this from the beginning to the end, whose purity has been lapsed, means been broken in any way, and who have always been benevolent to the world and the Brahman family. Such special actors always remain close to Bap Dada. So, their elevated rewards is created for the whole cycle. Slogan is when your thoughts are wasteful. When your thoughts are wasteful, all other treasures also go to waste. So, stop your waste thoughts, waste energy, and waste time. This is the way to store Babdada's treasures. Acha, Om Shanti. Now remember Baba for the 5 minutes.
वो मेरा बाबा है, वो मेरा बाबा है, वो मेरा बाबा है, वो मेरा बाबा है। ज्ञान की राहें दिखलाता, आत्मदीपों को है जलाता, पावन वो बनाता है। वो मेरा बाबा है, वो मेरा बाबा है, वो मेरा